What's happening? Hold on. Yeah, my YouTube shut down every time I start talking about something important. I cut into the YouTube thing. It said it crashed, but we all know the reason why. When you start talking about certain topics, all of a sudden it crashed. Anyway, man, like I was saying, I was talking about race earlier. I just put one of my recordings on what do you call it? I put I put the recording I put the recording on my YouTube. I only put it up there not for any other purpose, but just for a recording purpose. You feel me? I was talking about race, and I did a whole 40 minutes of race and everything else like that, and only 17 minutes of it went through, and all of a sudden the YouTube said it crashed. I don't believe that, but it's all good, man. You know how that shit go. So this is a continuation. I was talking about the Asian community, and there was an article that was written on Yahoo that says that yeah, that shit is definitely, the 40 minutes didn't even go through. It's all good. It happens when I speak about sensitive topic. Come on, man. It's all these places you want to come here, bro. This nigga's a weirdo. Tired of these weirdo ass niggas, bro. There's so many spots. You choose to come to this side. Like, bro, come on, man. Niggas is weird, yo. Like, he's some weird ass fucking faggots, yo. Nigga blew my shit. Bro, there's so many spots. He wanna come where I'm at. He always does that. Like, I don't like niggas like that, bro. Like, go sit somewhere else, bro. There's no need for you to. There's no need for you to be where I'm at. It's 4 floors, and it's empty right now, cause we both early. Like, he's 30 minutes early. I'm 30 minutes early. You can sit anywhere you want. You decide to come sit next to me. Like, come on, man. What kind of gay shit is that? Anyway, man. And I was talking about just racism. Not even racism. It's just like identity crisis all around us. You feel me? There's always identity crisis. I was talking about the people people who do not want to accept themselves for who they are. And I was saying, like, if you have that many identification of identifying a race, your own race, and you want to identify that many complexion of blackness, that means you don't have a good understanding of who you are as a person already. You feel me? The noise is gonna come in, so I'm gonna make this very fast. So I was talking about the Latino community. I was talking about the Asian community. I was talking about the African American community. I was talking about the blacks all around the world community type shit like that, and how we got too many descriptions of who we are, and we need to simplify what it means to be black across the world. And I also made good examples of places like, Haiti, and videos that I've watched between Haiti and the Dominican Republic, and the Cuban population, 50% white and 50% black. You also have Brazil, you feel me? You have Mexico. And I was saying, when we look at the representation of these countries, you don't even know that there was black people in those countries and everything else like that. Apart from Haiti, of course. Haiti is just pure black. But when it comes to Latino community, or if you come to the Asian community, you don't see that there's black amongst those community neither. And I just wanted to make that distinction. And as I was recording, I recorded 40 minutes of this shit. First, a phone call came in that tried to disrupt that message. That didn't work. And then I don't know where it said that your YouTube page, your YouTube recording crashed. And it only crashes when I'm recording. I can listen to music and listen to bullshit before for like 80 hours. I can listen to all kinds of videos for 80 hours. It never crashes. But as soon as I start talking about the same topic, all of a sudden it gets deleted. It said it crashed and half of my recording is gone. It's bullshit, man. This is ridiculous. But anyway, I just want us to get a better a better attitude about how we see ourselves across the world, because we have an enemy that sees us the same. So why are we fighting amongst each other and not accepting who we are? You feel me? There's too many description of who we are as individuals. Some say, oh, we was here before them. It does not matter. If I look just like you and you was somewhere before whoever you say you was, does it matter when somebody sees you as you and I being the same and they trying to slaughter us and everything else like that? There's also white people who don't want to be white. There's black people who don't want to be black. And I was talking about the melanin and everything else like that, and how there's melanin pills where as a white person can take, and it makes them as my complexion. From white, like Rachel Donald, she is almost black, but you can tell how she's trying to differentiate. There's a Brazilian woman who was white as Rachel Donald and became blacker than me. You feel me? So it changes the color of your hair, it changes the color in your eye, it changes everything about you. You feel me? It makes you that more it makes you more receptive to accept light and everything else like that. You feel me? Of course, they gotta call the management and everything. I don't give a fuck about that. Get out of my face. Where is the management at when I'm being abused at work? Now let's talk about that. We're gonna shift that. Where is this form of attention at when people are being attacked at work? But when it comes to different race and everything, we start talking about race and everything else like that, they want to call management. They want to pull this resource. They want to have a manager come in here and there. But these people do not show the same force when they need to be shown. You feel me? They don't call they don't call the head of the management. They don't call security to come interject or stand up for the right things. But when you start talking about race and everything else like that, that's when they feel like they need to have some form of protection. Or like, oh, we gotta stand up for what is, like, you feel me? Where is the same urgency? Where is the same energy? Where is it? You feel me? When you need to uphold and protect the brand, because the people come to work, not come to work to be abused and harassed and assault and stalk. So show the same energy when somebody's doing those things. When it comes to, it's the same thing when it comes to race. You feel me? When it comes to race, they do that. They show unity. They come around and be like, they try to intimidate you with presence. You feel me? But when it comes to them standing up for somebody, for some of these things that these people do, they don't do that shit. They be cowards. They be hiding in their office and shit and act like they don't know what's going on. You feel me? That's what I have a problem with. That's why I'm gonna keep talking about race more often and keep calling them out, so they can come out a little more out their little, cages, come out your little dungeons, come out. Because you need to come out when the wrong things is going on too, not just when somebody's talking about your sensitive topic like race and racism or white supremacists and it hits the wrong way. I'm not saying that these people are white in the management office, because it's pretty much diverse when it comes to the leadership. But when you're talking about race, you're talking about Asian, you talk about Latinos, you're talking about blacks, and you talk about whites in all these places. You feel me? It hits different. So of course they're gonna come out and be like, and try to show themselves and try to intimidate you. No, you're not gonna intimidate me with that shit. You should come out the same way when people are doing these things here. Like, that's what you need to come out and do. Like, you feel me? I want to show this. I want to see that same energy. That's what I want to see when it comes to these other topics. Don't come showing yourself. You feel me? Like, that shit is hypocrite. Like, it has no integrity at all. Like, it's sad to say, but it's true. Like, you don't do shit like that. Like, come on, don't ever do that shit again, because now you showing me who you are as an individual. Or everybody that popped out. You feel me? I didn't even care to see each and every one of them. But now you showed me who you are. Because the same energy that it took for you to climb up those steps, the same calling that it took for you to organize those troops to come, is the same thing that you can do. All you gotta do is just show your presence when something is being done or something is wrong, is going on, and I guess what? It will change the atmosphere of things, saying that I don't stand for this. Just like if you're uncomfortable about what I'm saying, This is all over YouTube. People are making videos like this all over YouTube. It's a discussion. It just haven't come to the mainstream media because they're not bold enough. Like every time, leadership is never bold enough. Every grassroots movement starts from the bottom up. So we gotta start talking about these things openly, so the media can pick it up, because they never takes the lead. All they do is just take the credit for it. You feel me? Because they have the platform to do so. You understand? Of course they're gonna leave because you start telling the truth. The truth, the truth scares away people. Like, you feel me? But like I was saying, man, it's a lot of this. This is just one of it right here. It's very hard to, it's very hard to speak on these. Oh, let me see. Very good. It's very hard to speak on these topics because you have people like that who want to show forces because you said something like a Latin, or you said something like Asian, or you said something like black, or you said something like white, or you said white supremacists. That people want to come together and be like, "Ugh," but you never come together when people are creating crimes in your community, in the workplace, or in your neighborhood. Like, you feel me? They don't come together for that kind of stuff. But once you start talking about the identity crisis, because that's what it is, it has to be an identity crisis, because people just don't refuse to speak about these things. You feel me? I just thank God that I'm African and I don't have those issues. You know what I mean? When you grow up in a community where most of the people look just like you, and everybody accepts the fact that, yo, I'm African. Yeah, there's no, um, no, I'm sort of like African. No, you, we never had those issues. Even though when they divided the countries and they made it like one side is one side is Nigeria, the other side is Ghana, and everything else like that, we always saw ourselves. We always saw ourselves as Africans. We never discriminated against each other because of the borderlines that they said this is the crossing, this is the ending of Ghana. This part is Togo now, and the other part is Nigeria. Oh, this is Sierra Leone and all that shit. Niggas, we don't recognize those kind of things. You feel me? We never had those issues. Some of these people have those issues. They don't know how to identify themselves. Some want to identify some want to be like, I'm Afro this, and I'm an Afro this, or I'm this person and I'm this. Like, it's too many confusion. Like, you are who, like, just, if you accept that identity of yourself, then why do you cringe when somebody speaks about it? Feel me? That means you don't even feel comfortable in what you say. That means you lying to yourself, and you can only be around people who can feed that lie to yourself. You feel me? And that's all I was saying. It wasn't like, you know what I mean? It's crazy how niggas. It's crazy, man. I'm telling you. But this is just a small, a medium recording. You feel me? I'm just kind of mad they deleted my recording. Like, they be trying me. I'm gonna talk more about race now, cause it's like, when you try to stop me from doing something, that's when I go harder at it. You feel me? And I want the same energy when people are being discriminated upon. I want that same energy of force where you come together and try to stop somebody from doing something, like, harassing workers. You know what I mean? Intimidating people. You know what I mean? We want that same collision. You know what I mean? That's what I want. You ain't gonna scare me with your bullshit. Fuck out of here, man. Alright, man.